for those who are coming up, for those, as we said, who are starting off on the ladder, what would be maybe the two or three key pieces of advice that you would give to early stage founders listening to this?
Yeah, number one, I would look after your foundation, your base. Manage expectations, because being a founder of a business can have a massive impact on you, your health, your wellness, your mental health. But it's really important to actually look after those around you as well. Obviously, the people in your business, but whether you're married, girlfriends, parents, kids, it's really difficult. It's really stressful. And if you're trying to spin all these different plates, I can tell you this from experience, it's really hard, to do that. And so first and foremost, I think it's really important to make sure that expectations are managed, that you've got a good foundation in place to sort of set you on that journey. Secondly, do it. Absolutely do it. Because the one thing, at least from my personal perspective, is that there's nothing worse than regret. There's nothing worse than, so sitting there going, I wish I'd done that, especially when the opportunity presents itself. You will never, ever be able to go and plan to go and build something. In 2024, I'm going to go and do this startup and I'm going to go do it on Monday and it's going to go and be great. It never, ever happens like that. So you have to take advantage of that situation, and you can. And it's never going to be a perfect, position either. You're never going to have enough money. You're never going to have enough this or enough that. You just have to find a way through it. And to be honest, that's what, as I said at the beginning, a founder's a lot about being problem solver. You're consistently just having to put out fires rather, and solve problems, everywhere. And that really is a lot of what the role is, to be able to do that. And the third is, I think, and maybe this sort of comes first before those other two, is to really understand your motivations. We kind of touched on it earlier on. I did actually remember sitting down with a book, like a little exercise book. I found it the other day, actually. And I wrote the pros and cons of doing this and why I wanted to do it. And actually, it's quite important to be introspective and to be reflective on yourself around why you really want to do it. I've met so many people that says, I want to go and work at a startup, I want to be a founder. And when push comes to shove, they're not right for it. Not because they're not good at it. It's just, there's so much ambiguity, uncertainty, there's so much hardship, it's so much hard work. There are so many things that it's not a pretty place to be, but it is and can be incredibly rewarding. But you have to know yourself, I think, through that journey. And sometimes it is, you find yourself on that. Sounds really cliched. You do find yourself on that journey, but you really have to, I think first before going down that path. Hopefully that's sort of helpful. But that would be the three things. And I haven't planned anything. I haven't pre-written that. Those are the first three things that come to mind.